Let me check this. Are we live? I don't know what's going on. Whoa. Let me check if we're live. Let me check. I have to check it. I don't know if this is working. This technology stuff is really interesting. Yeah. I don't know if you can even hear me. I think it's working. I think everything is working. Great. I'm in Madagascar. And I don't know what I'm doing here. And I think today I want to just come hang out with you guys and share the story of what happened here already. What's going on? Like what am I up to? Because actually I haven't been working that much. Like I haven't been doing much for this channel. I'm doing the client calls with my coaching clients, but I'm actually like deeply doing some inner work, it's like, and outer work. Just like I'm deeply reflecting on my life and my life purpose and my values and reconsidering a lot of stuff, and also being out in nature, doing some adventures, sitting on the beach and just dropping more into being. um, and sorry, this timing of the live stream, it's a bit random. Usually we have our Sundays, but here it's a bit difficult. Like I wanted to do it outside with this like beautiful view onto the ocean, but it's so windy at times, especially later in the day, like midday to evening. It's super duper windy here, so I can't do the live stream outside. And also, yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm doing it here and now at this specific time. I'm sorry for all the people in Eastern time, in the US. It might be like 2 a.m. for you guys, but for me, it's 10 a.m. now. It's like navigating all these time zones. Why do we have all these time zones? This is very confusing. Like I'm calling with my friend in Japan, have to navigate that, coaching clients from all over. Now I'm in like Eastern African time or whatever it is. It's just like it's super confusing. Great. Let's open this space with a tiny song. I found this ukulele here in this house. It's a super rusty old one, but I tuned it today. Hey Remo, good to see you, brother. I do have a nice day. Yes. Every day here in Madagascar is very beautiful. It's so sunny. It's so peaceful. It's so warm. It's incredible. And this song comes to mind, right? It's find my joy in the simple things coming from the earth. Find my joy in the sun that shines and the water that sings to me. I say I listen to the wind, I listen to the water, hear what they say. They're singing hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, oh. Singing hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, oh. So let us never forget to give thanks. Let us never forget to give thanks. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks and praise. We give thanks, give thanks, give thanks and praise. Yeah, let us never forget to give thanks and praise to life, the Most High, to this beautiful existence that we are blessed with, that we can experience. It's absolutely magical. So, I don't even know where to start. I haven't done like a video or live stream for quite a while, maybe like 2 weeks or something, maybe 3. I don't even know. I don't even know how long I've been here. It's weird. It's like I completely lost track of time. Hey, Kalyanbil, you always here. Like, good to see you. um, yeah, I completely lost track of time. Like, I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. It's hard for me. Like, I don't have my calendar in front of me, and I don't know like what like meetings I have going on. Um, and I'm really just like tapping into like flowing with my feeling and my intuition each day to see what I'm drawn to do and what I really want to do. And today I just like felt inspired to share. And now I've kind of settled in here and kind of I'm feeling this excitement and this energy coming up slowly on what I want to share more because it's a deep process that is happening right now. Actually, I also am curious, like, what would you like to see more of on the channel? Like, what kind of videos would be most helpful for you? And I'm happy to kind of direct my talking and teaching into that direction as well. A lot about psychedelic preparation and integration, I think, is coming. And also yeah, just like these personal experiences, like I kind of try to have experiences, right, and then I try to extract insights or lessons, like meta lessons from my kind of life experiences. And right now there's kind of like a blank slate, and it's very like my mind is very silent, and took took a step back from work. um, but I trust that it will come again and we'll have a new face. Do you rip your shirt? Yes, this shirt is falling apart. Like literally, right here, it's falling apart. I think here it lost like one of these, and even in the back, it's like you see that it's ripped. Wait, where is it? Like even in the back, it's just like it just rips. I don't know like what is happening, and then actually it's like it's happening to all my clothing. It's like every single piece of my clothing is somehow like ripped or um, destroyed. Vlogs from daily life and integration stuff. Vlogs. I haven't thought about vlogs for such a long time. Uh, I did them like on a different channel a couple of years back with my friend. We did nature vlogs, but I haven't actually like done them for such a long time, and I don't know like if I want to or if I can even, and what might I share, right? But vlogs might be an idea. Also here in Madagascar, I went like for example, I didn't vlog it, right? But I went to a cacao farm recently. That was fun, and with my friend we went into like these like really remote villages where people like they're not used to white people, they're not used to this different culture, and really like deeply immersed in their kind of culture. And Malagasy culture, it's interesting. It's like what? It's so different, right? It's so different. Okay, actually, I want to start the story from the beginning, right? Remo says, "Sounds nice to see some vlogs of your adventures there." Okay, if that's what you want, maybe I'll do some vlogs. How long will you be in Madagascar? I will be in Madagascar, I think, for at least 1 month more. So mid-December, I booked the flight back to mid-December to Germany. Um, I might want to see my roommate and friend who is in Japan at the moment. He's coming back around the same time. But also, actually, like I'm thinking to maybe stay a bit longer because, like, winter in Europe, it's not really like appealing to me that much. And here, it's such perfect climate. It's like it's 30 degrees all day, every day. Maybe some rain in the night, but only at night. Um, and it's really pleasant, actually nothing is calling me back to Germany, so I might also just stay here, and I can like stay here at my friend's place in the north of Madagascar. um, I have like a stable base, which is also very nice. So I might also just like I don't know, get another visa and another flight, like I don't know, change my flight to a different date and stay here for a month longer or maybe two. or three. Like, I don't know. Maybe I move here. Like, it's all these questions are in my mind. Like, actually, like yeah, it's a nice experience as well. Like, because I'm thinking to move out of Germany next year, move out of my little like apartment, and I'm like exploring or thinking about like where do I want to go? Like, where do I want to be? Right? It's a very interesting thing because the truth is that the environment is affecting us somehow. It's like it's a big factor, the environmental factor, which kind of people we have around us, which kind of place we're in, which kind of even the climate, which kind of climate do we are we in, what kind of nature is around, um, and all of this is very like these are crucial factors for our well-being. Right? And one interesting observation, for example, is since I came here to Madagascar, even though it was a hard travel and it was exhausting, but I came here and physically I feel better. Energetically, I feel better. Even like I've been sick for 1 year, right? With my kind of health issues. I feel good here. Like my body feels good. It might also be because I experimented with eating more meat. Here it's impossible not to eat meat, or almost impossible. Um, but yeah, I experimented with eating meat, and I just like I think all of these factors are coming together, and I feel really good in my body. So yeah, interesting, right? So regarding moving, what countries are on your mind? Um, Actually, I don't know. Like I have no clue because I haven't been around that much. I've just been. This is my second time leaving Europe now. I've been around in Europe for a bit. So in Europe, I would say more like down south. I like Portugal and Spain, uh, or like the Canary Islands, kind of that area. I haven't explored the east too much. I haven't even explored Italy or Greece, but kind of like down south. That's kind of where I'm looking at in Europe or thinking about. And otherwise, I wouldn't know because my plan was basically to explore and then decide. But now I'm like, okay, I want to move somewhere just as a second base, kind of like to live from. Maybe it's gonna be here in Madagascar. And otherwise, I have explored Brazil and Peru and Mexico a bit, and I really liked Mexico. I really liked Brazil as well. Brazil was an interesting experience as well. So I can basically I only have like this limited perspective of like countries that I've been in, right? And I haven't been in Asia. I haven't been too much around here in Africa. Uh, I haven't been in the US. Like there's so many different places, but I think I'll talk through it with my coach and with my coaches and kind of like figure out like what factors are important to me. For example, I can say weather is really important to me. I thrive in sunshine and warmth, as silly as it sounds, right? But it's very important for me. Um, Also, the people are very important for me. Like, I want to move to a place where there's a high likelihood of me connecting with like-minded people. There's like-minded people kind of everywhere. They're hidden here and there, but in some places, it's like there's a more active community of kirtans, of temples, of I don't know, ecstatic dances, whatever. So I want to move to such a place where there's like at least some like-minded people, some community around. That's a crucial factor. I would like to have some nature around, not like as flat as in the north of Germany, but maybe some mountains, some water as well, some river or the ocean around. So it's kind of like I'm looking at these factors. I don't have specific countries in mind. Um, but yeah, the culture is also very interesting, right? What I can say here in Malagasy culture, it's they have such a different perspective on reality. It's funny, like when I was coming here, I had this long bus drive and a long flight, and I was reading a book by Abraham Maslow. I was reading Toward the Psychology of Being. highly recommend that book for everybody who's into self-actualization, or even just like psychedelic actualization. It's so beautiful. Like, I was crying at times reading that book by the accuracy of how which by which he described the values of self-actualizing people and of peak experiences. And he so accurately described psychedelic experiences as well, at least in my kind of experience. And so I was like really reading about self-actualization and this ideal of self-actualization and everything that's been like in these peak experiences and human potential and this and that. I was like really connected with it. And then I came here. I landed in the main capital city of Madagascar, in Tana. And I got out and I saw just like these people working. I arrived at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., went with a taxi to into the city, and I saw people like 3 a.m. like walking down the streets, like carrying these like heavy carriages of full of stuff and food and whatever materials, like working hard. And then like the poverty, right? It hit me really hard, at least in the first day or two. um, it was shocking, right? Because I've been in this like European Western bubble of wealth and abundance for quite a while. So it's been quite a while since I've been in such a poor country, and I think Madagascar is one of the poorest, like one of the top 5 poorest countries in the world. Um, so I came here and I was like shocked to see that basically on the Maslow hierarchy of needs, I think almost nobody, just like maybe less than 0.11, like 0.01% maybe, are thinking even about self-actualization. It's all about survival. It's all about safety and survival. And also the second layer, it's a lot about family and children and like, yeah, just like basically on this like lower tier stuff of the pyramid of self-actualization. And it's like psychedelics and self-actualization, that's not even on the minds of the people here. It's like it's incredible. So that's kind of a very humbling experience to see, like, okay, I thought I was kind of like in a financially tight situation, but actually I'm one of the like wealthiest people here in comparison to just the usual like people, right? um, And also, if you're familiar with spiral dynamics, I want to shoot more videos about it. It's kind of this system, also kind of similar to as of human development. Uh, what I recognize is like it's almost like stage purple of the spiral dynamics model, which kind of means really deeply into tribalism, kind of like this really primitive way of living. And I say that without judgment. There's a great beauty in this, and it's just like the truth of the situation of this country here. Um, so that was fascinating, and it really hit me really hard first coming there. It was funny because I have like this long hair and a beard. Um, I get called Jesus in Europe as well when I walk down the streets barefoot, and I don't know. But here it's been really extreme, like especially in the main capital city. Like I was called Jesus, like maybe 500 to 1,000 times a day, and everybody was just like Jesus, Jesus. I don't know what to do with that. It's very interesting. Also, very humbling aspect of this travel, right? It's always kind of like you leave your culture, leave your home, and you're in a different culture. And here, for example, I didn't learn that much of Malagasy language. Maybe like just hello and bye and thank you. That's maybe like you're all right. And that's what I have in my vocabulary now. And also, I don't know any French, so I haven't learned any French. And then to come here and see and experience and be in the situation of not speaking the language, and the other people also not speaking English. Like, there's almost very few people here speak English language, so it's kind of like this language barrier all of a sudden. Like, how do I communicate with these people? With my hands, with my foot, and like, what am I doing? Like, it's like very deeply humbling experience, and I love it. I love it a lot. So that was I spent a couple of days in the main capital city. Is Yeah, it's interesting to be there. It's like it's full of trash, right? There's like it's a different environmental awareness. Everything is about survival. The water was not working. Like there was no flowing water in the main capital. There's millions of people in that city, right? It's a big island, Madagascar. I completely underestimated how big it is. I think it's twice as big as Germany. It's bigger than the UK. It's bigger than like a lot of countries. Um, but yeah, I completely underestimated it. And then no flowing water, and I was like, "Whoa, this is like such an interesting experience." And I don't have a problem with that, but it's just like, oh, okay, it's a different way of living. We have flowing water in Europe. Like, what an incredible blessing. Some of these people, they have to walk to spring to well and then carry their water for like hours up the streets. Um, very interesting experience. So yeah, what happened? I was settling in there, just like really walking a lot and taking in the vibe and the yeah, just like the reality of the situation of the culture of the life here, taking that in and really reflecting, being grateful for the positions that I'm in. Right, I have this laptop. I have it's crazy, like it's insane, um, the abundance that we're living in. What else? See, my mind is so empty. Like I don't even know what to talk about, what to think. It's very beautiful, very peaceful. And then I moved to the north to my friend. Um, it was a 28-hour bus drive. Super cheap, like 28-hour bus drive for $20. Um, but there's no roads here in Madagascar as well. Like another kind of like thing I was not aware of. Like, oh, I was complaining about how people were like having construction sites and they were repairing the roads in Europe. It's like, oh man, this is so loud. And then I came here and I recognized like, oh, okay, these people, there's like literally just like one or two roads going through the country, and these roads are completely fucked. Like there's like these huge, like 1 meter, I'm not joking, 1 meter big holes in the street, in the road itself, and the bus has like go in and out and in and out and escape and go around these holes of like left and right and left and right. It's like I couldn't read anything. I couldn't look at my phone. I could just look out the window and contemplate. I couldn't even sleep, right, for 28 hours. Just look out and reflect upon life, and contemplate and inquire into certain kinds of stuff. So that was a ceremony. Like my friend said, like here, um, she said, like life is a ceremony, right? Even just like the travel, right, the bus ride from the main capital to up to the north, it's like that was a ceremony in and of itself. I felt kind of like, right, I felt almost like high, almost like I'm on psychedelic, because it's such a kind of, it breaks me out of my patterns, it breaks me out of my usual kind of way of thinking. So life is the ceremony, life is a ceremony, life is our psychedelic trip as well. It's not separate from. So, just to answer your question, Kali, how's your tinnitus, by the way? My tinnitus, I was thinking about it recently. It's a very interesting question. Um, I think it's still there. But since I came here, there's a lot of like like, I don't know, not distraction, but like my awareness is fully in certain different experiences. Like I'm a lot like in the moment, traveling, doing, talking. So I'm not aware of the tinnitus. And then even here now where I'm staying very close to the ocean. Like the ocean is literally just 1 meter. It's in front of the door. Like I can hear the waves of the ocean right now. Um, and also in my other house where I'm staying in, I'm right directly at the ocean, so I hear the waves of the ocean. So there's no real silence, and the tinnitus I hear it when there's like the deep like environmental silence. There's no like noise around it, and as here there's always also these like seagulls that make these like big sound of right? Those are going on all day, all night, and they're the waves of the ocean, and they kind of like override the tinnitus. So I'm not aware of the tinnitus most of the time. It's very interesting. And then there was like one moment, I think, a couple of days ago, where I was like, "Oh," I was remembering the tinnitus, and then I was in a silent space, and I listened to it, and I noticed it was still there. But like most of my time, I'm not aware of the tinnitus, which is also incredible. And also it might be related to my state of health, that I feel more healthy and aligned, as it's right as the tinnitus might also be related to factors of stress, of overworking, of overthinking, of, I don't know, also having like this tension in the body of working so much. And here I've been relaxing, right, and taking a step back from work. So that might be another factor, right? So I arrived after this like 28-hour bus drive here in the north. My friend has like this center hotel. I don't know even. I don't know what it's called. It's called Shambhala, Madagascar. I can send a link in the chat. Let me have a look. Um, so you can have a look at it. And he's organizing adventures, and there's like a, yeah. The last couple of days we talked a lot about the vision. I just listened basically, but he and his team talked about the vision for this place and how we might also be able to organize retreats here in the future. Like I'm thinking about like if, yeah, to invite like clients here and in the future and do like life experiences and crazy adventure trips that are pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone and really letting you grow. I went sailing, for example, on a catamaran for the first time. Incredible experience. That's why I have all these wounds. Like even here, it's like this is a heavy one. um, or here, there's another one here and another one. Like the scars all over now, because it was a scary experience out of my comfort zone, just like flowing over the water and having all these ropes, and it's like it's a super fun experience. Getting into the body, getting really present with the moment, feeling the wind in my face and on the body, and really just like being very attentive and sharp and aware to know like when to do what with the ropes. And it's a great experience, right? Far out of, not too far, but out of my comfort zone a little bit, and it's like growth that was happening. And I discovered kind of a new hobby because I love adventure. And yeah, just like come here and maybe organize some adventure retreats, or also like kind of psychedelic retreats, personal development, self-actualization retreats, with a lot of breath work or whatever else might be coming up here. Um, yeah, that's something I'm thinking about, and I was invited to do here, and it's a very beautiful place to do that here as well. Um, So yeah, just like letting my mind run free. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Just like really meditating a lot, just being a lot, not having any plans for the day too much, and then letting my excitement guide me. Like what is it I really want to do today? And it even feels even more profound because I mean, the reason why I came here was kind of like it was inspired by this like tension in Germany, and I was working a lot, which I was enjoying. But then this mushroom experience, which I shared last live stream, I think, um, showed me that I was like burned out basically, um, and I could kind of like feel like okay, I need to break out of what I've been doing, and that's been kind of like teasing itself in the last month as well. It's like I've been in a very particular path, right, with life purpose statement and a vision and values that have guided me to where I am right now. But now I feel like I want to break this pattern and kind of reconsider a lot of things. And it's a scary process. It's jumping into the unknown, and it's very uncertain. And I let go of a lot of things and a lot of pressures and structures that I've set for myself. Kali's asking, what kind of retreat is it? Are you taking any psychedelics? It's not clear. It's not clear yet. It's in the plans. Like, what would you like to see? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's an unclear question, right? With the psychedelics, we'll have to check the legal situation here. Um, if we might do it underground or otherwise, it might. I think it's very highly illegal here. I think you can even get in prison for owning cannabis. So with the psychedelic stuff, it's a sensitive kind of area to at least make it public here, and I don't know if this place is suiting and fitting for psychedelics, but in general, I think it's a very valuable experience just to be here, to be like touched by the culture, by the people, the kids here. Wow, they're melting my heart. Especially here in the north, like the Kurds around this village. I'm in this like village with like maybe 100, 200 people, very tiny village. Just like the presence of the kids and their love and their kindness and their happiness and their playfulness, their openness. So, like, it opened my heart so much to play with them. Like sometimes I was going out at the beach, I was like, okay, I'm serious. I'm gonna think about my path and what I'm gonna do and work and all that. And I went out and also like 20 kids came and played around with me and holding my hand and like wanting to be carried around. It's like I couldn't even think about serious stuff because I was so like just overflowing with joy and in the experience with these kids here, right? And the nature itself, maybe going on a remote island and I don't know. Yeah, this is kind of my plans, like going with a boat on a remote island for a day or two, uh, kind of survival mode. Maybe even smoking some changa or doing some LSD there. Um, yeah, but with the retreats, it's not a clear structure. It's kind of just like an idea that popped off into my mind while being here, but I have no clear structure or idea yet. Um, but yeah, that's kind of like also the question. What I was saying, right? It's like I broke out of my parents, and now I'm reconsidering a lot of things. So like, okay, like something has called me here, something has guided me here. And my friend who owns the place, he's gone now. He's like in Europe, going to different kinds of places. But there's like two different other people here. Like one a friend also that I met at Azora Festival who invited me here, and then also another person who was also from the UK organizing a festival called Soul Revolution, and there's a very interesting kind of collaboration space that is happening here as well, kind of like a mastermind kind of forming and collaborations and connections happening, which is also kind of like the vision for this place, for like really great like-minded people to meet and come together and kind of brainstorm, or maybe companies to come and work with their teams here, um, and kind of form deeper connections or kind of like align their vision. And yeah, so I'm like thinking like why am I here? Like I literally don't know why I'm here. Like Madagascar was never on my list. It was never in my awareness, this place. Like I don't know why I'm here. But something called me here, right? So I'm considering like, okay, like there's opportunities opening up, like me getting involved in this project here. Is it aligned with myself? Opening myself up to completely like different areas of life that I haven't considered before, because I've kind of constricted and constrained myself and laser focused on my vision and my life purpose statement. So this life purpose statement that I crafted for myself, which is kind of like my life purpose, to lead people to the realization of infinite love and infinite self-understanding by the embodiment and demonstration of infinite love and infinite self-understanding in my own life. And I'll do that through my ability to bring back and communicate insights about truth and love from my own psychedelic experiences, to educate people about and guide people through their own psychedelic journeys. So the function of my life is to demonstrate the goodness and magnitude of God, love, and psychedelics to those who are inspired and courageous enough to seek it out, and to help them integrate and embody their insights in their own life. So this statement, in conjunction with the values of like self-understanding, love, health, um, gratitude, honesty, selfless service, community, connection, adventure, all these kinds of values and this statement have been guiding my life for the last, I think I crafted it like 7 years ago, maybe. Um, and it still resonates a lot. Like it still does resonate so much. But somehow I kind of got like the fun idea to just swipe the slate clean, like start from scratch with considering who I am and what I'm doing here. And don't worry, like psychedelic actualization and the coaching and the course and the community uh, is probably very, very likely still going to be a part of this and of my life, because it's like I love it so much. Right, and it's just, I feel like it's just starting. I think just like 2 days ago or 3 days ago we had our 4-year anniversary here on psychedelic actualization. 4 years of consistently posting videos and interacting with you guys, with the community. Absolutely incredible. Like this is such a heartfelt project. But yeah, my plan and what I'm in the process of doing right now is kind of like deeply stepping into the unknown and redefining a lot of things, like saying like, okay, I do my own, what I'm doing with my clients as well is like do some value assessment exercises and really reconsider from scratch, just like throw everything out of the window that I've been working on for the 7 years now, and start and feel now, like what's present in me now, what do I value now, like what's important to me in my life now. Not a specific idea or ideal that I had maybe 7 years ago of like, oh, I value enlightenment. But now, like the 7 years, I've observed that I'm a little bit out of integrity with pursuing enlightenment. So maybe I'm actually valuing other things more than enlightenment or awakening, whatever these words even mean, right? I've grown and learned so much over the last 7 years that that the statement and the vision that I've crafted for myself and the values, they might mean different things right now. And also maybe I am personally drawn towards different things, and I don't want to contain myself in that vision, but just see what emerges out of a blank slate. And that's scary. Such a scary process. It's jumping into the unknown, letting go of what has been guided me, what has brought me to this place. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm in the process of doing. So I do some like value assessments and exercises for myself, asking myself what's truly important to me in my life. If I would start all over again, and like what would be the things that my life would be around or resolve around. Looking at a master values list and kind of reconsidering my values and the vision as well, the purpose. Like, what do I feel like now? What I'm here to do? Like, what do I feel inspired to share? One thing is actually community. Like, let me know if you're interested in a community. I guess many of you are, but I was thinking to start a school community where I put some like deeper videos onto the course platform, but also kind of like the course is kind of like the videos. I want to share everything here on YouTube. Like I don't want to hold back anything. But I guess like the value in that might be more like personalized support. Here the live stream, it's nice. We can kind of communicate, but with the community platform, we might be able to connect even deeper, right? To have like weekly psychedelic integration circles, Q&As, really like talk to each other face to face, plan out different things, have like an authentic relating workshop, or right, brainstorm different ideas for different people, and have this like really deeply accelerated growth and actualization through live connections. So that's what is in the pipeline. I think I might start it when I'm back from Madagascar, because here it's a bit difficult for like shoot high quality videos and set up like a proper setting with the background, or I don't know. it's it's kind of like yeah, but this is in the pipeline, um, in conjunction to still continue to work with people one on one, right? But also, yeah, as I said, it's like I'm reconsidering like where am I gonna move? What language am I gonna learn? Language is such a big one. Like I tried to learn Spanish a little bit, but it's not really like I can't speak fluently. But like, yeah, where am I gonna move, and what am I gonna do? Like, because also I was talking with my coach, and got the idea like, okay, great. Like, what I actually wanted to do as well for a long time now is facilitate at an ayahuasca retreat. So I might allocate more resources towards that, right? Working with the medicine, working, helping out in a retreat center, right? And not so much like overly focusing here on this like YouTube stuff and building another website and all of that kind of shebang, which is also nice, right? That's still happening, but it feels like a little bit for me that it kind of overtook a lot of things for me. I feel very drawn to offline work as well. I like the online stuff, but over the years now, I kind of recognize more and more that there's a lot of great joy that comes up for me personally when I'm working with people live, like in person, leading exercises. I plan to give talks on festivals next year, um, and get more out there. Get out into the real world. Don't be behind the screen too much anymore. Um, but get out, right? Be outside. Be in nature. Take people on adventures. Like this is inspiring to me. Uh, Go on festivals. Organize retreats. Help out in retreats. So this is coming up for me. I think more and more of that kind of stuff. And still, I'm gonna be here. Like I'm gonna be sharing. I'm gonna be online. I'm gonna be documenting my journey, and I'm gonna be of service and offering my awareness to the world through the coaching and through the community and through the YouTube channel, through the live streams, right? So that's still gonna be going on. What else? Yeah, since the mushroom trip, I haven't had a psychedelic experience, but I feel like there is one coming up. Um, like a low dose LSD experience, maybe low dose jungle experience, maybe even a high dose of jungle LSD. I don't, yeah, might also be, because I have one or two friends here who might be able to facilitate. I might find a beautiful place. Uh, and have some beautiful experiences here in Madagascar. Um, the one thing I forgot to mention is like also the regarding the culture here, the spirituality here is very interesting. Like, I probably gotta have to speak the language to find out a bit more. But from what I've heard so far, and from what my friend shared with me, it's like the culture here might be very young. Like they might have come here from Africa just like a couple thousand years ago, maybe less, right? Um, what religion are they? What kind of spirituality? Yeah, that's what I'm coming to. So one part is like then obviously like the French people came and colonized everything and brought slaves, and now a lot of like missionaries came here as well from the Christian tradition. So the main capital and all around there's like little churches, and I went to to a Sunday service in the main capital. It was insane. It actually touched me how much these people are like, or some of these people are like involved in Christianity. Oh, I might have to charge my laptop. I think I'm gonna do that right before it crashes. Okay, yeah. So I was touched by how much a lot of people here believe in Jesus and Christian tradition, um, which is very beautiful. Actually, it was very beautiful to see. Um, Wait, let me check something. Is the sound still there? Because I unplugged something. Hey Tristan, good to see you. Yes, I think the sound is still there. I was just talking and sharing how I perceive the religion or spirituality here in Madagascar with the Malagasy people. So yeah, a lot of like missionaries did a lot of work here. So there's a lot of like strong Christian faith and religion, um, which is beautiful. But then here, for example, now in the more remote areas, as there's also kind of like more tribalism. I guess like each tribe and each kind of region as well has kind of their own understanding, but it feels like it's more like animalism, naturalism, like kind of like nature related kind of way of thinking. Um, it's very unclear to me, and I don't even know if it's clear to the people here. For example, we went to this like one party that was going on. We were driving somewhere, and then we heard this like loud music and party going on, and then we asked to join, and they welcomed us. And it was like the super traditional kind of party, and they made like a, I don't know, something, they weaved around some like stuff onto a tree, and they said like, okay, this tree is our grandmother, kind of our ancestor, and we are protecting her, praising her. And then they were building like these stone structures around this tree. And it's like very confusing. Like I don't know what it meant, right? And I don't even know if some of these people knew what it meant. No, no, not like in a cult. It didn't feel like a cult. It was just like the village itself had kind of their own understanding. Like just the village, the people of the village were honoring their ancestors, the nature around. Sometimes also the trees. There's like these baobab trees here, right? Or yeah, the baobab trees. There's like you can Google it. It's like also known to be kind of the tree of life. Um, and those sometimes seem to be like sacred, like on this other like island that we've been to, there like you weren't allowed to tap into or walk into the space of this like one baobab tree that was on this island. um, and also on this like island there was like the elder. There's a lot of respect for the elders here as well. um, and this one elder, she was like, I don't know, she was doing some kind of ritual. She was calling the lemurs. There's like these lemurs here, these like super nice cute animals that are very rare. I think they're only here in Madagascar. I don't know. And she was able to call them, and then they were like coming, like 10 or 20 of them, and we were able to give them some food. And when we left, she kind of like, I saw her like with the stone, throwing a stone into the water. I don't know what's going on here. It's very mysterious. I don't know. Um, and yeah, and for example, there's some tradition as well, which is like, I don't know, unexplained. For example, Thursdays. I think it's today, right? Today is Thursday. Thursdays people don't work. Okay, like, and we were asking like, why is that? It's like, well, I don't know. Nobody knows. It's just the way it is. People accepted it. Thursday people don't work. Um, yeah, probably somebody knows, but it's like, it's very confusing and mysterious. And ibogaine or iboga, I don't think they have iboga here. Um, you're right that it is in Africa, but I don't think that it's here in Madagascar. It's and that I don't think they have like any. Um, I was trying to Google it, but my Google switched to being on French, so I don't understand anything it says. Um, I don't think they have any like psychedelic traditions here. Not that I know of, at least. Um, so yeah, very interesting to be here. Some of their perspectives and their way of thinking is vastly different than from what we experience in Europe. Um, yeah, but also I really enjoyed the simplicity of it. Like, for example, here there's no cars, not that many in the village. Everything is very calm and peaceful and slow, like very slow. And that's exactly what I needed at the moment, because I was going too fast. Like, my mind was going fast. I would have all these structures and plans of what to do, and boom, boom, boom. But here it's really like, yeah, coming from doing into being, feeling, and from that place, letting creation unfold and letting creation come out of me. But yeah, um, I think that's about it. If you guys have any more questions, I feel complete. I just wanted to try out to do this live stream here and see how it works from this place. I still haven't like, I'm in this like communal space right now, so there might be like background sounds, and it's not ideal. But in the other house that I'm living in, I haven't figured out how to do proper Wi-Fi, and I don't know. Yeah, here there's at least some Wi-Fi and it works. Sometimes it's also, I don't know, it's not that good. I think it's like stuff going on. It's very unexpected stuff. Like, sometimes I have a call and then like the electricity cuts off or whatever because there's a storm coming. Um, yeah, yeah, but I feel, maybe you can hear it in my voice as well. Like, I'm very relaxed and slowed down. My mind is very empty, which is beautiful. And for now, I haven't had the inspiration to kind of like, I don't know, put on the camera and share something. And I don't want to force myself to do it, so I'll just see, kind of like be, and then feel what's coming up and what I want to share. If it's gonna be a vlog or just like some kind of other stuff. Um, Thanks for the live streams. Thanks for tuning in, Kali. What's your plan for today? So my plan for today is, I think there's gonna be lunch soon, maybe in 1.5 hours. um, no, that was just breakfast like an hour ago. I'm gonna sit, maybe right now, sit a little bit more and breathe, meditate, read a little bit. I'm reading Contemplative Prayer at the moment from Thomas Merton. It's a great book. I can recommend it. I am working on the values, so I might do a value exercise for myself and for the people that are here. We started with one yesterday. We might want to continue one today and reconsider my values. Kind of contemplate that for a while. Maybe take a walk even. I don't know. Yeah, take a walk and see what comes up. See what I'm inspired to do. There's like kind of like a mind map that we did yesterday with all the things and possible collaborations and work that could be going on, and I'll see and feel into that of what feels best for me to do today, and maybe just like play with this little instrument a little bit more. Take a nap. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Maybe swim in the ocean. I like to wake up and go into the ocean directly. It's so beautiful. It's so like, oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, I think that's it. That's what my life is like right now. Meditation, contemplation, reading, eating, swimming, walking, being. So I don't know when I'm gonna tune in next for you guys. I mean, the weekly videos are gonna be coming 2 times a week, Fridays and Tuesdays. I think the upload days, right, at 6 p.m. Central European time. Mm, and otherwise, I might, yeah, check in every once in a while with a live stream if I'm inspired to do so. I'll try to do the Sundays still, but now I'm so much out of my routine. Like, as I said, I don't even know what day it is. So I might just pop in every once in a while and say hello. And yeah, lovely to connect with you all. Tristan says, sounds like a good day. It is a good day. If you feel like reaching out, having a call, clarity call, there's a link in the video description. Also, there's a link to my free guide of how to integrate psychedelic insights into your day-to-day life, because this is part of my psychedelic integration now, right? This going my own path, kind of like walking the talk, doing the work myself, um, slowing down, taking breaks, reconsidering stuff. If you feel like you want to work with me on your kind of psychedelic integration, on your path of finding the clarity and doing the work yourself, then you can reach out and book a clarity call with me, and we can connect and have a chat about your path, your vision, what's holding you back. And yeah, I'm happy, always happy to support and reach out. And I love the work that I'm doing with my clients. It's very rewarding to see them grow and expand into who they truly are and who they want to be. Tristan says, "Peace and love, mate. Thanks for the live stream. Watching this has given me chilled out vibe. Wonderful to hear that. Thank you, and see you guys soon." How do I end this?